Many people believe that true change takes years of hard work and sacrifice. But today, I'm going to challenge that belief and show you how you can completely transform your life in just 65 days. It's not magic. It's a proven method that anyone can follow, and it will help you redefine your goals, develop new habits, and become the person you've always wanted to be. Just focus with me until the end of the video. It won't be too long. I will try to give you the most important things without dragging on too much. So first, we're going to figure out where you are versus where you want to go. One of my favorite exercises that I really love doing is the Wheel of Life. It's so amazing to figure out where you want to put your time, how you want to prioritize your time, and you really see what you're happy with versus what you're not happy with in a very strategic and clear way. I feel like that's so rare because our mind can sometimes feel like a mess and it's hard to see things objectively, and this really helps you to do that. So this exercise is basically a wheel of different categories of your life: community, friendships, love relationships, career, finance, and so on. And then it has numbers from 1 to 10. So what you do is you mark your satisfaction level of where you feel like you are right now, and then you're going to mark where you want to be. You can choose a time for yourself, but make it realistic. So for example, let's say I'm at a 6 with friendships, and 65 days from now, I'd like to be at a 7.5. That seems manageable, and it would be like a huge improvement, and I'd really appreciate that. So you do that with every single category, and then the ones where the gap is the biggest are the categories where you want to pour most of your time and energy into. So it really helps you to objectively see where you are versus where you want to go and what you want to put your time and energy into. But there's one thing I didn't mention here that is so important in transforming your life that if you don't do it, your transformation journey will end before it even has started. And that is to write down a long list of everything in your life that you're happy with. What do you like about your life? What do you love or appreciate about your life? Make it as long as you possibly can. You can add to it as you go along, and that's really going to help you to see the things you're already grateful for and to make you feel like not everything is doomed. A lot of the time, when you get that urge to create this big change, it feels like the world is falling apart, like everything needs to change, like I'm not happy with anything, I need to do this, I need to do that, and it becomes so hectic. A lot of the times that's not actually the reality. So let's just make sure that you create this change from a grounded place and figure out what you are happy with. These can be very small things. Just make sure that you do this step before you continue on to what you actually want to change, because it's really going to help you to feel more grounded and at peace, and just walk into this new chapter feeling more positive. But there is another similar strategy that works even better, and only a small subsection of people are currently doing it to become successful in their lives. And that strategy is to have a digital detox. Stop hiding from your screen time. I know we all do it. I do it. Check on your screen time and see how much time you spend scrolling through social media. I have a very avoidant attachment style. If someone or something is stressing me out, I literally just avoid it. But something I had to learn the hard way is that your problems don't go away by you avoiding them. Okay, I wish they did, but they don't. All it does is cause subconscious anxiety in your head to get worse. You know, social media can be great at times, but it's also very much an energy sucker. Think about it. You're just scrolling, seeing so many different people. As humans, we are not built to see all that much in such a short amount of time. I don't know about you, but I get very overstimulated sometimes by social media. And when I'm in my lazy era, for some reason, I kind of just want to feel an escape and I don't want to be in my own head. So I tend to scroll even more. And I always knew when I was about to hit a slump because my screen time would show it. It always correlated. High screen time, I was in my slump. So take a break from social media, even if it's for a few days. It's going to help just clear your mind and bring that energy back into yourself. But even if you do all of these things to transform your life, it's not going to be enough. Because if you don't apply the next strategy, the whole process will just break down and become irrelevant. And that is to make discipline your identity. I will give you examples in a second, but the reason why this is important is because we as people act in line with who we think we are, and our brain then just finds proof of that everywhere. To put it simply, your reality is reflected in the way you think and especially in what you believe in. So change that identity. Act as someone who has that identity. The more you do it, the more it becomes a pattern, the more your brain offers you proof everywhere that that is true, and then it becomes a belief. So let's do an example. Let's say that what you want to achieve is to become someone who's super fit and lives a very healthy lifestyle. That is something you've always wanted to do. So instead of saying, I am the healthiest person on earth, I'm super fit, you probably don't believe in that. Your brain is not stupid. It goes like that is not true, and then it finds proof of why it's not true. So choose something that is believable, like I am someone who never skips a workout. That is something you can believe in because you can start to never skip a workout. That is a lot easier to achieve than you becoming the healthiest, fittest person in the world. You know what I mean? Then you need to ask yourself, who is this version of me that never skips a workout, and really make it as real as humanly possible? Like, what does this version of you believe in? What does it think about? What are their daily habits? How do they approach their life in general? Like, just really have a full picture and then start acting in that way. Another important step is to then reflect that in your reality. It then becomes a pattern and a belief. So make it super easy for yourself. That will also make it easier for you to stay on track with it. So if you want to be super fit and you're the person who never skips a workout, have your yoga mat and weights in your room, surround yourself with people who are like that. If it's not in real life, you've got social media, you can curate what you see completely. Create a workout playlist. Have a section of your closet that's full of just workout clothes, so make your new reality, your environment reflect this new identity, and it will be so much easier for you to stay on track, and also for your brain to create that pattern and that belief that this is who you truly are now. Once it becomes a belief, it's so much easier because it's your new norm. It's just your reality. It's just what you do. I'm sure you've done things in the past, or you've learned new things that are now just like, it's like nothing. It's like breathing for you. But to give you the #1 way to transform your life, I need to reveal the final step, and that is to practice JOMO. Yeah, you know FOMO, fear of missing out. It is not FOMO anymore. It is JOMO, which is joy of missing out. Listen, I want to promote missing out on plans, activities, events that genuinely don't bring you any joy or benefit. So I used to be that person that whenever I would see people on my Instagram stories just having so much fun, going out to parties, to clubs, I'd have so much FOMO and I'd be like, oh, I wish I could do that. Oh, I shouldn't be in here studying. I should go out with my friends. And even if I had things to do, tests to study for, homework to do, a super messy room I had to clean, I would always procrastinate it. I would say yes to my friends, go out with them just because of FOMO. FOMO for real had me in a chokehold for so long, but what I realized this past year, honestly, is JOMO, joy of missing out, is very underrated. It goes back to what's called delayed gratification. If you guys remember anything from this video, it needs to be delayed gratification. If you learn how to master delayed gratification, you will get so much more done, and you will realize your life will be changed. When you initially say no to these plans, your friends inviting you out for the night even though you have tons of stuff to do, you might feel sad, you might feel FOMO in that moment, but trust me, when I say future, you is going to thank you. Saying no to your friends going clubbing at 1 a.m. until 3 a.m. and instead going to the library or staying in and studying for your finals, your future self is going to thank you, and that's basically what delayed gratification is. You delay feeling gratified now to feel even more gratification later, but there is one more issue I want to highlight here. During your transformation journey, you may feel bored and lack the motivation to complete it, which I don't want for you. So in order to overcome that, you must learn to stay disciplined without the need of motivation. In this video, I explain how you can easily do this with the help of 3 simple strategies. I would recommend you must check it out and make your transformation unstoppable.